in my soul, fire in my heart. Till you see me on the other side of stars. I'm running.
Oh, the journey starts away. Baby, born and bred. Rose, baby. Rough and tough. Through it we'll live somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Sometimes this journey is about cliches. Not about the destination, not who we're at. No matter how far,
No matter how far,
how you go,
how you go, how you
how
go.
long can you
Up
live
again, no time to waste. Gotta set your light, go get it burning.
Good day. A shame. Very well.
Oh, look, dear. He's here. Try and perk up for the boy, all right?
I understand their reasoning. But if they really go through with this, if we lose that tree, it would be like losing our son all over again. You'll understand once you're a parent. We can't help thinking of our children. For me, that tree is my son. My son who passed away. That's what remains of him.
Apparently, the rumor about cutting down the persimmon tree was true. So we went to the school together to say our goodbyes. Unfortunately, that just reminded my dear of the pain we felt the day our son died. See, dear? That's exactly what I said. If you keep crying all the time, then what'll your admirers think? Right?
Oh my, don't make fun of this wrinkled old lady.
Stop by again anytime, all right? My wife would always be happy to see such a handsome young man. Here, take this for when you get hungry.
Oh, it's you.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. Free to
Yo.
do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever life is, we gon' flow with this day. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day, we inspire, but never expire. But we gon' chill today, let me rock the world tomorrow, you know?
In that case,
I see. I was hoping to go for another run after rehydrating.
I believe you've done enough physical activity for one day. Any more and you'll hurt yourself.
Fine. So, were there any subjects you needed help with? Nothing beats using them in practice problems. Are you concerned about getting bored and losing focus? In that case, try a quick workout between problems. The brain perks up once you get the circulation flowing. Not to mention, looking forward to your next workout is a great way to stay motivated. In any case, I advise having a good workout ready to treat yourself with after a study session. It all comes down to making it a regular habit. Just a little each day really adds up.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Akihiko, working out isn't normally a reward for most people. On top of that, what good does it do to preach about long-term habits mere days before the exam?
I guess you have a point. In that case, how would you recommend cramming for it?
It's not my usual style, but I would focus on memorizing material that is likely to be tested. If you give it your all, it shouldn't be too difficult. Easier than facing the enemy wholly unprepared, at least.
Well, we can talk all night, but doing is where the magic happens. Here, let me give you some practice problems. You catch on quick. You immediately took what you learned and put it into practice. All you need now is some strength training and you'll be unstoppable. Once the exams are over, why don't we dive into Tartarus for a bit and get some workouts in?
Never change. I'll need to continue keeping an eye on you to make sure you don't overdo it.
The more you study and the more you train, the better results you'll get. I look forward to seeing what you'll accomplish from here on. Let's call it here for today. I want to get some stretches in before heading to bed.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
And the white men are crossing over long shadows, wearing bells like hoops for intimacy. Want to be close, to be close.
lunch, I had a melon pan, then a katsu sandwich. Then an age pan, a kane pan, a yakisoba pan, apple strudel, another age pan. But I gotta have my rice, too. I think that might have been too many carbs. Today, a girl in my class asked me, "Who's that cute guy you went to Umiyushi with?" She wanted me to introduce you two so you could eat lunch together. Without me. Girls always go for guys like you. Or my little brother. I guess looks really are everything. But once we're dead, we'll all just be bones. You can't tell a handsome skeleton from an ugly one. Not again! Why do my memories make me so damn hungry? Hey waiter, another tonkatsu special! While we wait for the food, let me share a little Senryu poem I wrote. He who cuts you is no friend, but he who katsu you, flavor until the end. Huh? Oh. Oh! My stomach! Emergency! Whew. That was way too close. If that toilet was just a bit further away... Oh, boy. No, I'm fine. No worries. Everything's good and normal over here. Except for my weight, that is. Ah! The Gourmet King shouldn't say things like that. I didn't mean to be so crass. I mean, who wants to talk about toilets while they're... Okay, enough of that. Let's shovel that food down. You know, just like my little brother.
Oh, welcome back.
Huh?
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with instead. Hey, hey,
Sorry.
hey, feeling the fire with the burning desire. Let me rock the world tomorrow, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fuka, your notes look so trendy. I kinda wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes. She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus. She sure is. That said, there's actually quite a bit missing from these notes.
Oh, you're right. This part just has the equation and no answer, and this page is full of doodles. And this part, is that a drool stain? Hey, it may not be the best study material, but it's the thought that counts, right?
I've been trying to think of a way to return the favor.
Complete her notes. You mean like fill in all the parts she's missing?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. But it's going to be a lot of material. I wonder if I can finish it all.
Then we'll help you out. It'll be a good review for us, too.
Thanks, you two.
Here, let me see those notes.
Oh. Yeah. All done. It looks wonderful.
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she sees this.
I'm sure she will. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks, you two.
Well, it certainly helped us study too, right?
I'll make sure to give Natsuki-chan the notes back tomorrow. Good night.
Hey. Fight, Sengoku. Oh, it... Do you hear...
Good day. Here are my let's hear the there. Very well then.
Yes! Hurry, I'm dying from hunger here!
Well, look who it is. I knew you sounded familiar. I'd recognize that shrill, grating voice anywhere. I mean, who wouldn't? I don't have all the free time in the world like you high school kids, so let's try to keep this short. My son gave you money that was supposed to pay for his cram school. I'd appreciate it if you'd give it back. Let's just be done with this. I won't bother you again if you return the money now. Are we good?
Look, sir, I don't think you have the full picture here. Your son said he hates cram school. That's why he was hiding in the park by himself. I was doing him a favor. If anything, you should be thanking me. Right? See? He thinks so too! In his heart, I hope.
Well, what's this? Someone sure is bold today. You sure you're not gonna start screaming emergency and run away?
My, you really don't have a clue, do you? No wonder you don't understand how your son feels. Besides, haven't you heard? He's my bodyguard now. Look, I should be the one forgiving you. And even if I did, there's no way you're getting into paradise. People like my dead brother, non-believers like you, you're not welcome there.
Talking to you gives me a headache. You know my son, right? He's still in elementary school, and yet he has a better head on his shoulders than you do. Your parents have my sympathy. I'd be ashamed if my son were as neck-deep in this cult as you are.
What? What did you just say to me? So that's how it is, huh? You're just like the rest of them. You think I should have died instead, don't you? You don't think I'll ever hold a candle to my twin brother, do you?
Knock it off. Damn kid. God, this has been such a waste of time. Fine. If that's how you want to play, then just you wait and see. Better watch yourself, kid. Hang around this guy for too long, and he'll scam you, too. I tell my son the same thing. Choose your friends carefully. Now excuse me.
Come back when you've learned a little respect. Actually, don't come back. Ever! We won! We fought that guy off! As long as you're here, I've got nothing to fear. All right! I was dying of hunger, wasn't I? Come on!
And that's the summary of what happened on the night of the 7th. These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than the ordinary ones.
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well. Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Oh?
I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately. I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything. But now, I want answers. So I'm gonna ask you straight out. You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai? You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
What accident?
Yukari-chan?
There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too. I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, it just never seemed relevant. But...
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right, I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power to create something extraordinary.
Create something extraordinary?
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident, and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
You can't mean...
Yes. Tartarus and the Dark Hour. According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear.
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. Is it because that's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Port Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekkoukan High School.
Just what are you trying to say here? So that's the whole purpose behind Seas? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us? And you knew too, didn't you, Sanada-senpai? You've both just been using us! Or do you not care as long as you're the one who gets to do the fighting?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like, but it was my decision not to share the information. I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join Seas was my highest priority. I know it may not be fair, but shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
That's hardly the point!
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. No one knows why those shadows suddenly returned. But now that they're here, we have the chance to find and destroy them. Do you realize what that means? What if I told you that the 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus and the Dark Hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
Can that really be true?
There's evidence to support it, and this is where our true battle begins.
Our true battle.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus. For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.
So dance, if you wanna go ahead. You can do whatever, I'm chilling on my bed. Minding my biz, so mind your own.
lounging about as usual, huh?
Hugh, what do you want? If you're gonna ask me to go back, the answer's still no.
That's not why I'm here. I was just making sure you were still around.
That's so.
We've known each other a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage. You, me, and Miki. We used to run around here until the sun went down. Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other pals.
What was that?
It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually, you just charge ahead like a damn fool. You've never been good at hiding shit.
Everyone thinks about the past. Even me. Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the Dark Hour.
No shit?
Yeah. The thing is, all I've cared about until now is getting stronger. Everything else came second. Like yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting.
Your reason for fighting? Huh. It's different for everyone. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit. That's what I did.
I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
You really haven't changed at all.
Yes?
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai, this is unusual. Please, come in.
So not only do you excel at providing support during battle, you are also quite skilled at gathering information.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. But I do have an important favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
Oh, well, very little of that was made public.
I know. That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
You mean hack into their system? Is that allowed?
I'll give you my ID and password. Then you won't be held accountable. But I need to know the truth. In detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Okay, I'll see.
Are you sure? I appreciate it.
Yes?
So,
Lounging about.
Yes?
Can I?
You mean, is that...
I'll give it. Of course, I'll understand.
Oh.
Are you sure? I appreciate it. Yamagishi. Aren't you resentful? Regardless of my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. I'm sure you must have at least a few complaints.
Not really. Did you know my entire family is made up of doctors? My parents are the one exception. It gives them a bit of an inferiority complex. That's why they're so hard on me. I don't like being at home. But here, I'm able to do something no one else can. I have a purpose, so no, I don't have any complaints.
You're right. We can't do this without you. No one could take your place.
Oh.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour are on the way out, huh? No, that's a good thing. That's what we've been fighting for. So then... why... Damn it! Why am I so pissed?
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Wow. Can't believe we're already third years. Guess this will be the last time we'll wear these uniforms and hang out after school.
Who cares? I just want to get into college and start having fun already.
I get it. My problem is me. I'm going on like fighting was my duty and all. Actually, it's just all I'm good at. Because without that, I'm nothing. So much for being a hero. I can't fight worth the shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least. Damn it! Nothing I do is good enough.
Why am I only ever right about the worst things? Am I stupid for trusting in something so blindly? Dad, I got this letter from you last spring. I must have read it 1,000 times since then.
To my family, 10 years into the future. Tomorrow, I'll bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It will be stored in a time capsule and sent to you in 10 years' time. Yukari, you may be small now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school. I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you always manage to greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher. I'll be starting on a big project soon. It feels good to receive so much recognition for my work, but I swear to you, nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Dad.
Kari, I wonder, are you enjoying life? Do you have high hopes for the future? Do you still look towards tomorrow with excitement and wonder, like you do now? No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy, and I hope this letter brings a smile to both you and your mother's faces. Eiichiro Takeba, March 6th, 2000.
No matter what happens, huh? All I can do is believe. I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom. Not ever.
Not. Thanks. Bubba.
looking for. Are you accepting a let's hear the result. Mark? Very well then. Good day. Here are my requests. Very well. Good day. Here are my wonderful. Marv? I'm looking. Very well.
It's good to see you again. How long has it been since we first met? Time passes so quickly. So tell me, how's life as a Persona user? That's good to hear. I remembered something else about the coming of the end. It all stems from something that took place many years ago. 10 years ago, if I remember correctly. Oh, didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago? A persona is like a mirror, which means a persona user can never escape their true self. But no matter what, I won't leave you because we're friends, right? Good night.
You know what? Yep, yep. Attention, please. Welcome back.
What's wrong? You all hungry or something?
Not really.
You know, it's almost summer break.
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
Does anyone have any plans?
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, a break like that sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But starting tomorrow, we gotta get through our exams. Oh man, this sucks.
I'm sure you'll be fine, but it would be nice to go somewhere with beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Well, it's not Okinawa, but how about Yakushima?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
I happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Oh, Hirinjoku, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
He will?
You'll all have some time off after exams, right? Why don't you go and get a nice change of scenery?
Seriously? We're gonna go on a trip? Yes! Beaches and bikinis! Beaches and bikinis!
Beaches and bikinis? This guy.
How about it, Kirito-kun?
Well, my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
Why so hesitant? No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way to see him. You've all done a great job. You deserve to relax for a while. And we already know when the next operation will be, so I think it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Senpai, I'm begging ya!
All right. I guess everyone needs a break now and then. Let's do it.
The beach, huh? I should design a special training regimen.
Oh man, I can't wait!
Oh, I need to go buy a swimsuit.
Hey, don't worry. I got one you can borrow.
Nice try.
Are you going to swim too, Mr. Chairman?
I'm afraid I can't. I'll turn to dust if I'm exposed to sunlight.
Wait, seriously?
Don't be stupid.
Kirito-senpai, wait up! I just wanted to say sorry about the other day. I might have gotten a little carried away.
Don't worry about it. In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident survived, but there is one who did.
What? There is?
My father.
I had no idea.
Hello.
So dance.
Goodbye.
If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm out in my biz, so mind your own biz. Whatever like is, we gon' flow it.
I'm fine helping out with studying, but wouldn't it be easier to focus without the distraction?
They say studying with others grants benefits that can't be found alone.
Hey, so if we flunk the exams, are we really gonna have to stay behind? Tell me that's a joke.
It's no joke. As students, studying is our top priority. Failure will result in consequences.
Well, I'm not too worried about that. Not naming names here, but don't get in the way, Junpei.
What happened to not naming names? I guess if the fate of my trip depends on it, I don't really have a choice. I'll show you. I'll prove just how serious I am about Yakushima.
What's the matter? Something you need help with? An arithmetic sequence, huh? Do you remember the formula for calculating its sum? See, if you do this...
A beautiful formula. Really arithmeticals my fancy. Yeah, that one's pretty good. Let me write that down.
Wisecracks from Junpei are one thing. I didn't account for this.
Maybe he's trying to test our ability to concentrate? Yeah, I suppose that's not likely.
Yakutsuki sounds one up in me. Gotta think of a killer comeback.
Stop getting distracted. You need to concentrate on your studies.
She's right. Gotta focus. Let's keep at it.
Are you struggling with memorization? Nothing beats repeating it until you know it by heart.
Beats? Heart? Not bad, Kirito-kun.
What? No, that was not my intent with that statement.
Well, if you're pulling out of the race, then I win, hands down. Kirijo-senpai defeated.
This is giving me a headache.
Despite the diversions, I'd say that was productive. Keep it up so we can all go to Yakushima together.
Hello, I'm calling in regard to a recent... It seems that a path that I thought it prudent...
I'm done, baby! The dark days of testing are finally over! The sun is shining bright!
So, how'd you do?
You are not gonna believe this. I aced PE.
Well, that pretty much answers my question.
Whatever. A real man doesn't dwell in the past. I'm already thinking ahead to the blue skies of Yakushima!
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon, huh? Are you all ready to go? Yeah, I guess I should start getting ready too. Oh, sorry, I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I? Hey, how about we stop somewhere on the way back? I don't have practice today.
Sounds good, if you need a bite.
Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from the locker. Oh, I'll invite Fuka too.
Hey, I know I've been kind of a dick lately. So, sorry about that. Alright, let's put this whole thing behind us. Cool? Alright. Freedom at last! What should I do now?
Take it down a notch, will you?
You bounce back from things so quickly, Junpei-kun.
You know it. Oh, hey, Sonata-san's here. Don't see that every day.
Ikutsuki-san called me. I think he wants to talk about a new candidate.
Does that mean another person is going to join?
Maybe.
Fuka! What's wrong, Natsuki-chan?
Do you think you can stay after school with me for a mandatory study session? There's like no one. Oh, wait, are you about to head out for the day? Okay, then, never mind.
Wait! It's alright. I'll help you. Sorry. I'll see you all back at the dorm later.
I'm really surprised at how much she's changed.
Ah, friendship. How beautiful. Adolescence is such a wonderful thing. So full of vibrancy.
Mr. Chairman?
Oh, hello. I just stopped by to pick someone up. I might as well introduce you to him now.
Hello. Oh, Amada-kun. What are you doing here?
You know him?
He doesn't leave during the break because of his circumstances.
Oh, I heard about that. Something about your parents, right?
It used to only be me and my mom. She got in an accident. So now it's just me. It happened 2 years ago.
Right now, one of his distant relatives is paying for his school expenses. But that doesn't mean he should stay at the elementary school dorm all by himself, right? So I decided to move him to your dorm, just for the summer.
To our dorm? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Why, of course. He has the potential.
Then he's the new candidate?
That's right. But as you can see, he's still just an elementary school student. So it's only a possibility for now.
Are you Akihiko Sanada-senpai?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you. You've never lost a boxing match. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yes, precisely.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own business. Whatever like is, we gon' flow with this end. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day.
That'd be correct.
But never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know.
What?
Welcome.
I never felt like
What?
baby still
I
with
see.
me. You gotta tell now. I never felt like I never felt like
Of course.
baby still with me.
By the way,
you gotta tell now. I never felt like
I've got some good stuff in stock. Take your time browsing.
never felt like baby still with me. You gotta tell now.
It's been much more pleasant around here recently, and on Port Island in particular.
Well, I guess that just shows how much time has passed.
Baby, stay with me.
You like that one? Did that catch your eye? All right, I'll trade you for this.
I never felt like
Creating equipment.
I never felt like
What would you like?
baby, stay with me. You gotta tell now.
There's still so much we don't know about personas. You'll just have to keep testing different things. You're sure about this, right? Here you go. Thanks for waiting. To make this, you'll need materials.
You gotta tell now.
To make this, you'll need materials. To make this, you'll need materials. Is that all you need? Come again.
Marvelous. I'm looking. Here are my requests. Wonderful. If I may, I will await a report. Very well.
So, good day, good night. It's gonna be a good day, good night. Bye-bye. Goodbye now.
What'd you bring? What'll got some new things in stock. Check it out. Everything look good here? Having second thoughts? What'd you bring? How many? You're handing that over? Sure, it's a deal. You finished? Be seeing you. Good to see you. What'd you bring? How many are you selling? You're handing that over? Sure now. Sure. How many are sure now? All right. I'll take that. How many? You're handing that over? Sure. How many are you selling? You're handing that. All right. How many? You're handing that over? Sure. How many are you selling? You're handing that over? Sure. How many? You're handing that. All right. I'll take that. How many? You're handing that over? All right. I'll take. How many? Sure now. Sure. How many? Sure now. You're sure. It's a deal. All done here? Be seeing you. to see you. All done here? Come back soon.
Welcome. Why?
I've got some juicy info. It's been a pleasure.
Come on in. Come again.
Hey there. Theo.
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, we can do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz.
No.
Whatever like is, we gon' flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we're inspired, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know. Chill vibes, the nighttime I love, the sun and unwind, anytime surprise. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around and round and round and round. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we're inspired, but never expires. But we gon' chill today.
All right.
Let me rock the world.
The only only vegetables I ever see at the store are plain old ordinary ones. You know those fancy veggies only people like Kirijo-senpai would eat? If we could grow something like that, we'd make a fortune, don't you think? Well, if you're already gonna do it, no harm in going above and beyond, right? You're pretty good with your hands. So what do you say? Wanna join forces and make a name for ourselves? Well, we should probably get to work before we get ahead of ourselves. This is getting really rough on my back. And my hands are all caked in dirt. But for the sake of Junpei's brand name luxury veggies, I gotta keep going. I don't know how I could deal with all this on my own, so let's do this again, okay?
So dance if you wanna.
I never felt like so miserable. I never knew this will last forever. Did you say?
Good. Here are my. Let's hear the result. That is a gr. Very well.
You gotta say no, you have to say all the name. I never felt like.
It's a mini. I'm good. Not bad, kid. Thanks, kid. Bye-bye.
nighttime I love, the sun unwind, any types of rhymes. Yeah, I'm down. Sit back, relax to the sound that goes around and round and round and round. She said, hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire. Every day we inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today, let me rock the world tomorrow. Yeah.
Whoa! Looks like we're finally coming up on the island! Hell yeah! Yeah! Coo! She! Ma!
Jeez, you sound like a little kid.
Oh, he's just having fun. Personally, I'm ready for some training.
I do wonder, what kind of flora and fauna live there? Wow.
It's like we're in an episode of the lifestyles of the rich and fabulous.
Welcome back, milady.
We won't be here long, but I'll be relying on you during our stay.
You have maids?
And you must be her associates from school, correct? Welcome to the Kirijo Vacation Home. Please, follow me.
Associates?
Dude, real life maids.
I knew she was from an important family, but this definitely proves it.
It's good to see you.
I heard the news. There isn't much here, but make yourselves comfortable.
Yes, sir.
There he goes. So, was that...
Her father?
It was so intense. And what's up with them wearing a suit in this kind of heat?
What's wrong with that?
We won't be here long, but make yourself at home.
Sweet! This is gonna rock! Hey, wanna go to the beach? It's literally right there! Oh man! I'm so ready for this! Come on, let's go!
What? We just got here. I mean, it's gonna take time to get changed and stuff.
Then I'll see you there. I'm not gonna waste a single minute. Sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe. Yep, summer's here.
Darn. There's nothing out there I can use as a marker. Too bad. I was hoping for a good swim.
What's with that swimsuit?
What do you mean?
Dude, swim briefs? Nobody wants to see your junk.
But they're better for swimming.
You gotta be kidding. We come all the way to the beach, and you're gonna train?
What's wrong with that? You got a better idea?
Damn right I do! It's summertime at the beach! I've got the perfect activity.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Oh, hey! They're here!
What are you looking at?
Say hello to contestant number 1, Yukari Takeba. That's quite a bold design. She's really strutting her stuff. Archery practice must do wonders for the self-esteem.
If no one seems to have claimed the umbrellas around here, do you think we can go ahead and use them?
Ooh, next up is contestant number 2, Fuka Yamagishi. Wow, Fuka, do you wear swimsuits often, or...? Oh, whoops, was it something I said? Didn't mean to embarrass you.
Hey, cut it out with that laugh, you creep.
And for our final contestant of the day...
What happened? Is something wrong?
Wow! Kirijo-senpai, you're so beautiful!
Yeah, your skin is totally flawless. Hey, did you put on sunscreen already?
No, not yet.
Well, we can't have that. You gotta put some on right now.
Oh, can I help?
That's okay. I'll do it myself.
Yo, dude! Dude! So, which one's your type? Oh, seriously? You got balls, man. Man, this is great! I'm in heaven. Alright, I think it's about time for a swim. Time!
Oh, I'm not letting you win that easily.
Whoa, it's cold! What are you standing over there for? The water's fine! Thanks, Kirito-senpai. Right now, I feel like I can die with no regrets.
Here we are on summer vacation, but I still have to deal with Junpei's usual antics.
Help us, please! Junpei-kun won't stop!
Alley-oop! Take this! Come on! Water fights are pretty much a given at the beach. Nice and cool, ain't it?
Hey, knock it off! You're taking this too far!
It's a lovely place, wouldn't you agree? When I was younger, I used to come here fairly often, but I haven't had the chance to visit since starting high school.
I'm glad everyone's having fun out there. Our operations during the dark hour are taxing on both mind and body. You should relax a little. Rest up. If you need to take a break, the best spot to kick back is underneath the parasol.
Hey! Hmm?
Even the food was fancier than I could have imagined. I've never had to think about the proper way to use a fork and knife so much.
I can't eat anymore. Not even another bite of caviar.
No one said you had to try to eat all of it.
Well, I'm sure we're all exhausted from the trip. Why don't you go rest up in your rooms?
Oh, are you not coming with us, Senpai?
Yes, I'll join you in just a minute. It's been a while. I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
I'm sorry for bringing such a crowd.
I heard you told them about the incident. Why did you hide it for so long?
I wasn't hiding it.
I've told you time and again, none of the blame is yours.
But...
Two in harmony surpasses one in perfection. That has been our guiding principle since the Kirijo family separated from the Nanjo group. You must learn to trust in others, Mitsuru. There are things in this world that cannot be accomplished alone, no matter how many sacrifices you make.
I understand.
You accessed our database, didn't you? That brings me to my next question. Why didn't you ask me directly, instead of using this trip as an excuse?
I'm sorry.
Bring them here, all of them. I have no intention of concealing the truth from them. I've made preparations to disclose everything.
Everything?
There's a girl named Takiba in your group, correct? For her to awaken to her power, it must be fate.
Father?
From what I understand, Mitsuru has already given you the short version.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's true. We adults are to blame. If I could have atoned for it with my life, I would have done so. Now I have no choice but to rely on you. What my father wanted to create with those monsters' power, it was a time manipulation device.
That's what he was trying to do?
Imagine if you could control the flow of time, eliminate unwanted events before they occur. With such a device, you could shape the future to your liking.
Damn, that's insane.
Unfortunately, under my father's direction, the research began to stray from its original goal. In his later years, my father seemed to have only nihilism in his heart. In fact, his madness may have resulted from his struggle to break free from that. It's only natural that you want to know the truth, and it's my duty to tell you.
What's this?
This is the only existing footage of the accident, recorded by a scientist who was at the scene.
A video record?
I can only hope that this recording reaches someone with a conscience.
Wait a sec.
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea. This experiment should never have been conceived. I'm afraid the damage will be staggering. At this point, it's unavoidable. But I didn't have a choice. If I didn't do this, it could have destroyed the entire world.
Destroyed the entire world?
Whoever is watching this, please, I need you to listen to me very carefully. The shadows that were amassed here have been dispersed as a result of the explosion. In order to end this, you have no choice but to eliminate all of them. I am the one responsible for this. I knew the risks, but I was blinded by the promise of success, and so I chose to continue without objections. I am responsible.
Huh? Dad?
You mean that was...
Father.
His name was Eiichiro Takeba. He was the head researcher at the time, and a very talented man. But we are the ones who are responsible. We pushed him to continue the research. The Kirijo group is to blame for his death.
Are you...
So that means... my dad caused it all. The Dark Hour. Tartarus. The people who died. It was all his fault? So is that why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
No, Takeba, I
don't want your pity!
Takeba!
Shouldn't someone go after her?
Will you go? Thank you.
I believed in him for so long. This is too much. Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little. You understand now, right? He died in that incident. Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times. Yeah. But all this time, I kept telling myself it wasn't his fault. I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong. I received a letter back in spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up, because even though he said to my family, it was more or less all about me. And that only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared. But I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But now I can see it was all for nothing. You're just trying to make me feel better. Reality sure is harsh, huh? I tried so hard to fight my fear. And this is what I get. And you know, I think maybe I was jealous, too. I mean, after all that's happened, why does Kirijo-senpai's father get to live? I'm a horrible person, aren't I? Wow. I don't know how you do it. You're always so calm. Nothing ever phases you. Did you really think I could just be cheered up so easily? You think you know me? You don't know anything. I'm sorry. I can barely make sense of all of this. I'm so afraid. I just feel so lost now. Just tell me, what am I supposed to do now? You mean keep believing? You really are something else. Sorry for acting like this. I know you've lost your parents too. I'll be alright. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me guess. Senpai asked you to bring me back, right? Aren't you a smooth talker? Thanks, though.
Hey! Yeesh, what's taking you guys so long? Everybody was getting worried. It's almost the dark hour, so we gotta head back.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Did I miss something?
No, I just almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
Oh, come on, that's common sense. Even I remembered that.
You know, I've been thinking lately. Once you awaken to the power of Persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour. In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see. We can't escape reality, can we? I guess we've just gotta stay strong, huh?
Yeah, guess so. All right then, let's head on back.
The air is so fresh. I never thought a walk in the woods could be so enjoyable. You can't do this in Iwatodai. Oh, did you hear about Junpei-kun yesterday? It's probably... He was acting so indecent, I didn't know how to react. Be a good thing we came out here by ourselves.
Hmm? Oh, yeah.
Mitsuru speaking. One moment. Let me switch over to speakerphone. Go ahead.
Well, I'm at the lab here on the island, and a machine that was considered inoperable suddenly left the facility on its own.
A machine?
What kind of machine is it? I need more information to locate anything other than shadows.
It's a type of combat vehicle. An anti-shadow weapon, to be precise.
A combat vehicle? You mean like a tank? We gotta tell the others. Where's my phone?
We're not currently with everyone, so it might take some time for us to regroup.
I see. In any case, I want you to handle this as soon as you can. I'm on my way there now.
If we can't secure the target, do we have permission to destroy it?
I highly doubt you will be able to destroy it.
What? Then how are we supposed to stop it?
Just do your best. I'll call you again later.
Great. No one's answering.
Don't worry about it. Let's go back and get our equipment. Once we do that, we can have Yamagishi's persona scan the area. Although searching the whole island won't be easy.
Ugh, the one time we need them and they're nowhere to be found.
Huh? The girl's not up yet? Man, those sleepyheads. The ocean's not gonna sit around and wait.
Once the sun sets, the water temperature drops, tiring you out much faster.
Huh?
Junpei, that reminds me. Didn't one of the maids give you something as we were leaving?
You saw that, huh? One of the maids gave me a letter. Oh, man. That sure is tough.
You're a moron.
Okay, let's see here. It says, we've gone to see the Jomon Cedar Tree, huh?
This looks like Yamagishi's handwriting.
Oh, man! We're at an island resort in the middle of summer. Why are they going to the beach? That's just not right.
Well, it is your fault.
What do you mean? I just wanted to lighten the mood yesterday.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, it doesn't matter now anyways. We're on our own. Just the guys. This is the frontier of romance. We're bound to meet someone new out here. We'll call this Operation Yakushima Beach Fling.
Fling? You mean we're gonna pick up girls?
How about it, Sonata-san? With you on the squad, we're guaranteed to succeed.
I should have known this was your plan. What do you think about this? Then I'm appointing him our leader, as usual.
What? Why?
You said it yourself. This is an operation.
Oh man, that's bullshit. You better take this seriously. It's an important operation.